Welcome to the Craze in 10 or less. This is the show where I give it to you in 10 minutes or under, and if I don't, that sucks. Anyways, Kickstarter. You guys asked the questions. I'm here to answer. What do you need as far as supplies and tools to get the job done when you've earned and made your goal? That's the topic of the day. I'm Sam the Crazy Man Vera. Stop acting up. Let's get it. Anyway, all right. So I've had a bunch of cats reaching out to me, whether on social media, whether it's Facebook or Instagram. Dude, what types of mailers are you using? Dude, where are you getting your supplies from? Dude. So I thought I would just give you the rundown. So a lot of this is basic standard information, but to avoid getting any more questions, I'm just going to keep it all in one place. So for starters, mailers were determined based on the size of the rewards. And those are the things you have to get in consideration. So there were a couple of types of mailers. So I'm going to start there. So for the comic books, supplies that I ordered for the comic books were the bags and boards. Everybody gets a comic bag and board. Then you had to get a cardboard envelope. And I did a 9x12. You can do an 8x11. But you want a hard one, cardboard, so this way it's double. So you have the bag and board, that's one form to prevent it from bending, but then you have the hard case, and you can see it right here. And then you need another mailer on top of that. So whether it's 12x15, you determine the size, because what I did was the comic book goes in the cardboard envelope. The cardboard envelope goes in the bubble envelope. Key. So the reason why there's a bubble envelope is to add that second level of protection, but also throw in the other stuff. So if you're doing trading cards, if you're doing stickers, if you're doing posters, if you're doing t-shirts, whatever you're doing, though, that you take that into consideration when you're determining the size of the package.
Are you looking at my package?
Now, I also have an account with USPS. So I created an account, and it makes it easier for me because you can batch your orders on USPS. Right? So before I even go there, let's go back into, we have t-shirts. So there were 14 backers at $100 or more who were getting the t-shirts. So those 14 people will get the comics, the pinups, the stickers. Those will go into the cardboard stock, and then that'll get into bubble wrap, and then the t-shirt will go in there as well. Then we also purchased do not bend stickers. Please do not bend. Fragile, do not whatever. And placed it on top of the mailer as well. So this way the postal service workers understand to handle it with care. Because who wants to get bent comic books? Nobody does. So once it leaves me, I made certain 100% that I did what I could to protect it, so it gets in your hands and you're pleased with the outcome. That's that. So everything's determined by weight.
Yeah, not that weight.
So the only way USPSworks.com works is if you know the weight of each package. So 20 people were just getting a comic book. So I have a scale. I purchased a scale. See right here? That's the scale. To weigh it. And I knew that those 20 people, that same weight was going to be 7 ounces. So I inputted the 20 people individually on USPS. You batch order, so it does 20 people at a time. Has a standard weight of 7 ounces for those 20 mailers. That's why I was able to batch them. And then you select, you want priority, overnight, first class, right? So I did first class, right? Priority's about $3.50 more. So we had a budget of $350 for total shipping costs. So in order to remain within those parameters, I had to balance. So USPS also will send you free priority boxes if you have an account with them. And the reason why I have an account is because I have Crazy Media Group LLC, my business account, and so they sent me about 40 priority boxes that I'm not going to use unless the weight is over a pound, because you do first class for anything that's over a pound. Then you have to pay that extra $3, and it also depends on the weight. So that's when those priority boxes come into play. So a scale, sorry about that, microphone acting up. You need a scale, and you need an account. And so I had, I think, 5 packages where they were like 11 ounces. So I batched those 5 together. So again, so the way the process works, you put it in, you put everybody's information in, their address, email, phone number, the whole bit, the name. You hit save. You put that you want them to get an email with their tracking number. So every single person will get an email from the USPS. I will get an email from USPS when the packages are delivered. So I know I got a confirmation that it arrived where it needed to go. Then, once that's done, you pay. Then it comes up. Do you want to print? So you get the standard 2 label per sheet printer paper. So they sell the labels right here, and it's 2 large labels per sheet. You put that into your printer, and it lets you export as a PDF your labels, and you can also hit print, and it's already formatted. So once you print the papers in there, 2 labels will come out at a time per sheet. Not exactly, but you get the point. So my batch of 20, I had 10 sheets, and everybody's name's there, and then bum, 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 and you just add them on. So it's pretty simple. The price, this is a tedious process because you're packing, you're labeling, you're printing, you're doing all these things. The most important thing I would say is don't retype the information onto USPS. Copy exactly how the backer wrote it on Kickstarter on the survey when they said ship it here, put my name. So all I did was export that information from there into an Excel file, copy and paste it every single person exactly how they wrote it. Because sometimes you hit a number you don't realize, or you write something you don't realize, you make a mistake. So this way, if I copied and pasted it, it's not my mistake if the information's wrong. I'll give a perfect example. We were mailing out the PDFs to the backers, and one of them kicked back because the way he wrote his email is incorrect. So that was an error on that person's part, not on our part, because all we did was copy and paste. So it's pretty simple. If you have cards, like I'm doing sketch cards. I have plastic sleeves, hard right here, covered sleeves, and everything's there with the prices. Go to Amazon. I got everything from Amazon. I comp shopped on everything to make sure I got the lowest price and the best item that I can get. So the cards come in sleeves. Everything's protected.
No, wait, no, not that kind of protection.
You got multi levels of protection, right? So I'm hoping that I answered all your questions regarding the Kickstarter, so you don't have to ask me anymore. Just watch this episode. Hit that like button if you like this episode. If you have any questions about this episode, ask me here on YouTube. I'm going to refuse to answer on the other platforms. I'm only going to answer it because I know that you watch this. So if you have the questions, I'm answering it for you, and you guys know who you are because you all reached out to me. Here it is. Any more questions, I'm willing to ask and answer right here on YouTube. Hit that like button, hit subscribe. That's the Crazy Nintendo Less. I'm Stan the Crazy Man Vera. Don't forget, we have a Kickstarter launching January 14th for issue number 2. For those of you who have issue number 1 already, electronic files, I'd love to hit your feedback. We got a couple people with their responses. For those of you, when you get your hard copies, we would love to get some, selfies with you with the book, or whether you're reading by the fireplace or you're reading on the bathroom, on the toilet, wherever you are. We'd love to get some selfies and share it. And also for the next Kickstarter, we're looking for fan art. You want to make it into the book? We're looking for fan art. Show us your best crazies. Show us your best crazies. Show us your best George, your best Sam. And who knows? I make it in the book. So, Santa Crazy Man Vera. This is the Crazy Nintendo Less. You have a great weekend. Peace.